Hi everybody! This is a documentation of the transformation of an antique Foo Dog that came from Asia, hand-carved by a skilled Asian artisan, and how I transformed it from its old 150-year-old paint job to a new 2010 paint job. Here it is in its finished look, all shiny. I'm going to show you in the next video clips some 360 in video here coming up in my backyard. Try to give you a better sense of the animal. And it really is, you know, a beautiful piece. You can see it's got a lot of life to it. It's not stagnant, it's not still. You can feel that it's movement. There's movement there. The legs are slightly askew. There's a when you get around to the other side, you'll see that the head is slightly tilted. There's a curl to the lip. Each side of the face is slightly different. It's got a lot of character because apparently somewhere down the line, one of the large white fangs got a chip on it, which I think is, you know, an interesting piece of its history. Who knows how that happened, you know? Later down the road, I'm going to show you how this was all, from beginning to end, how I got this to look this way, but through pictures, still pictures. My idea was to give it a look of marble, hard marble, and fire. That was what I felt coming out of this piece. That was my interpretation. 150 years later after it was originally made. It's amazing. I mean, you know, this, you can feel the curls in its mane, and you can see the fierceness in its face. It's a real guard dog. Yeah, it was wonderful to work on. I feel privileged to have worked on it. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. Coming up, we're going to start with a picture of it as it originally started, and then I'll give you some details on how I got through it. Once again, the new, and here's the old. I mean, the colors were great. They did a great job, of course. You know, this is the colors that, you know, the Chinese are famous for, and it took me about 2 weeks to get rid of those colors. I used everything from, you know, paint strippers to a power washer. And you can see the wood grain. It's really amazing. One solid piece of wood. That is just a big tree. Now, I started off with coating it with white. I did several coats of white. That way the following colors would pop. It's just about a foundation. And then I followed it by black, because that's basically the color that you're gonna see with the marble, and it almost looked like a big giant piece of charcoal when I did black. And then I started the marbleization process, which took 4 different colors: black, white, and 2 grays, and I, you know, worked it in there, and you'll see that in certain spots, I didn't go too crazy with the marbleization because I knew I was going to go over it with the red and the fire. So I just kind of like laid off doing that area. Here comes the marbleization with the veins. I took some white. Actually, each thing that you see here, the different layers, like, you know, first the marbleizing, the blacks, the grays, then the white lines. Everything has about 3 or 4 different layers to it to give it depth. Even the splattering, I did it in, you know, all 4 colors. I love the way this looked. This was actually the first time I ever did any kind of marbleizing technique, and I enjoyed it. And then here coming up is the reds, when I started to put the flames in. Around the mouth, if you look in this picture, it has not been added to with other colors to make it look like flames. And then here we have the flames. Excuse Excuse me. Then you have the pearlized white fangs, which I thought, I wanted to bring those out and have those jump at you, as opposed to all the teeth, because it's got more teeth. It's just those fangs I thought were really fierce. And here's the finished piece with the high gloss, looking awesome. Now, you may notice that the eyes are different in the two different sets. One was, somebody didn't like the color of the eyes, so they asked if I would do it in red. So you'll see it in the movie section as the reds and the pinks. Here it is as the old, and now the new. Well, I hope you enjoyed. Thanks so much for watching, and if you would be so kind, leave me some comments below on what you thought. I'd appreciate it. Thanks so much.